And please, we welcome all your suggestions and ideas. It was the end of the meeting, we will discuss it. We want your ideas. And I'm going to start off with reading out our mission statement. The Hindu Organization of Long Island is a community-based group dedicated to providing awareness of Hindu Dharma throughout the Long Island community. The organization seeks to establish communication among various groups representing Hindus with a view to providing an effective voice for the Hindu American community. We strive to be a resource for information regarding all aspects of Hindu lifestyle. All our endeavors will be guided by our traditional respect for people of all backgrounds. And all our activities that we do are basically centered around these three goals: awareness, spreading and providing awareness in the community on Hinduism, and communication not only with our own community and also with other groups with different faiths. And we want to be the resource center for all information related to Hindu Dharma. Next, please. And to spread the immunity, two active programs we have undertaken over the years. That is the interfaith activities and the speakers forum. Next slide. These interfaith activities, we do it through multi-faith forum. This multi-faith program, it is a joint initiation of Long Island Council for Churches and Auburn Theological Seminary. And they want to create a community which is very tolerant for different faiths. And they try to reach this goal through this Building Bridges program. And they have the educational program on interfaiths in schools. And in schools, it's a part of the social studies program. And they conduct interfaith festivals, and they have a lot of publications and videos. And they have about 11 mainstream religions part of their group, and we are one of them. And Dr. Mala Gupta, she is very active in visiting schools. I don't know what she tells her chairman, when she disappears 4 hours in between. But she goes there, and she teaches them about our religion. And also the team, the picture you see underneath, they go for all interfaith festivals and also for their meetings. And they take part in very active dialogue with mainstream religions, those people who come there. Next slide, please. We conduct speakers forum. This is something Urmila takes it very seriously. And this is because we have recognized the need for people in the community who are very good in speaking about Hinduism. In our culture, it is not happening very well. Because as a child, we all grow up in Hindu homes, but we are not very traditionally taught about it. So we started this program where we insist on educating ourselves and the community. And also we train people who are interested in in speaking, public speaking, So we put together a bunch of questions, we collect the literature. I can't take too much credit for that. And it is sent to many people who are really interested in talking. They prepare these speeches, and it's formally presented in the meeting, And not only that, we include youths also in that. We have a separate date for youth programs. Next slide, please. And these are some of the pictures that we have. And we don't have a place of our own. One of our holy members is kind enough to lend her basement. This is where we conduct our speeches, and they take it very seriously, the speakers. They prepare and come, and we exchange our views. Next slide, please. And this is one of the youngest kids, talking about Hinduism. And the other thing that we do is, living in a foreign country, we found it very difficult to get really traditional teachings from our traditional teachers. But now there's no problem that we get really teachers from India through Arshavidya Gurukulam. And these dedicated renunciates, they come and stay in Long Island, and they do give, can you go to the previous slide? They do give Vedanta seminars, and also public speeches which interest general public. And we have managed to get a teacher also from Arshavidya Gurukulam who can teach us Sanskrit and take Vedic chanting classes. And some of the holy members are very successful in getting small groups to start Bhagavad Gita study groups, And this has been going on very well in some parts of the town. Next slide, please. And this is a picture taken during one of our public speeches. This is from Pujya Swami Dayananda Saraswati, visited New York. And he spoke on overcoming stress in life. And it was on, it was conducted in Riverside Church in Manhattan. And it was very well received, and some of our holy members in the background. This is our Sanskrit teacher, but he's not stationed here, but he visits us a couple of times a year and conducts these Sanskrit classes and teaches us Vedic chanting. And truly, we would like to keep him here. We want to have these classes and lessons on an ongoing basis. Hope, if we have enough resources, we would like to do it, and also extend the same possibilities to younger generation. Next slide, please. This is our adult Vedic chanting class. You can see we were in someone's living room. We don't have a place of our own. We have to thank them for lending us all these places, their homes. Next slide, please. And Holy takes community networking very seriously, and in many ways we try to connect with the community. And next slide. This is one of our holy members. You may recognize her in the crowd. She is really good in connecting with community people, members, and also recognizing community issues. She brings it to the table, and we try to help her out in doing certain things. And the annual Diwali event is something that we thought we would do it some years ago, and it's ongoing in Flushing, in Hindu temple Flushing, and where there's little show is put on, and she comes and she does everything from the scratch with very little help. She puts on the show, and it is open for the public for 2 to 3 days. And there is a lot of educational material that is distributed on our festivals, and this has been a very successful thing. And I can't help, next slide please, showing off some of the decorations we had, and this was a very beautiful event we had a couple of years ago. Next slide, you can go on, next one. So the other community networking that we do is, at least we try to give back to the community through some of our programs. And Interfaith Nutrition Net, we work very closely with them, and we really support them in different ways. And one is by semi-annual contribution, and also we have clothing and dry food drives at least once or twice a year, so that we do with the Interfaith Nutrition Network. And we also conduct clothing drives to send it to India. We collect very lightly used Indian clothes and send it to Bangalore, and the proceedings from that goes towards a blind school. And our holy youths have connected with Habitat of Humanity activities, and last year some of them, they went to help out the homeless people to build some homes. But we would like to expand on this activity depending on the public's interest. And we work very closely with NAMI, that is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And in one of our holy members is a board member of NAMI Long Island chapter. And every year we take part in their walkathon and to raise some funds. And we sponsor a yoga awareness event in IALI, that is the Indian Association of Long Island, to spread yoga awareness. And Holy was fortunate to somewhat get involved with the Bhutanese Youth Outreach Program. We were, I know many of you know, like a year ago, there are quite a few Bhutanese youth, families. They came to New York and they settled in different parts of New York. We were somehow managed to get them for 2 gatherings, and we helped them with the basic necessities for life. Many of the holy volunteers really helped them to get some computer training, as well as they helped them to get some vocational training for jobs. And some of them got jobs through these, some Holy members. And Holy Youth also came there, and they were really instrumental in helping out and giving them information on higher studies, and it went off very well. Picture. And the next two pictures, this is when we went, and this is one of the semi-annual contribution. We went to the inn and we gave them, and the picture was taken there. Next one, please. This is the Bhutanese Youth Outreach Program, and you can see Holy members on your right side, and the youths underneath. The one beneath that is the youth's picture. And I thought I will just share with you our future goals, and actually it's the current goals. At least 3 of these 4 projects we want to do it this year. And you know, many of us are in healthcare industry, and we have realized the need for a spiritual care coordinator in the hospitals. At present, you know, we have, when the Hindu patient comes, if they are terminally ill, our hospital chaplain conducts this non-denominating, some type of spiritual support and the religious things they conduct. But they're not very familiar with the Hindu culture or Hindu system or Hindu way of doing things. So actually Urmila had arranged for a spiritual coordinator course, you know, a spiritual care coordinator course at Ashravidya Gurukulam, Sailorsburg. It's going to be on 9th to 11th in September, and any of you, if you are interested, please come and talk to us. It's going to be on our website pretty soon. And the same reason we thought we will make a video when the Hindu patient gets admitted in the hospital. You know, they are not very familiar with their customs and needs and culture. So we thought we will make a video and give it to hospitals, and so that will make them to understand the patients better and care for them in a better way. And the third one, which we are really very seriously considering, we want all your supports for that, is community support groups, you know. In the community, we have identified a lot of families with the psychosocial issues and mental and physical ailments, looking for something to lean on. Our temples and worship places, they don't have any such programs. So we want to meet them. We want to have a center where we can conduct some type of gathering every month and offer some support to them, and maybe many things might come out of it, you know. So we are very serious about having these monthly community groups. And this community garden, if we get a nice land, this was a thought last year, we would like to have a community garden in Nassau County. Next slide, please. And we have chosen the Earth Day as our annual event day. And, you know, why did we choose? You know, like, it's, all of you know, nature and Hinduism is so entwined that it's impossible to talk about one without the other. And we thought it's the great time for the community to get together, and even other religions can identify with this. So these are the pictures taken during 2010 and 2009 Earth Day celebrations. Next one. These are the attendees. It was in the same place but in a different hall. And we don't have any group picture of holy members. So we just have some of them who was this picture was taken in 2009, and Mr. Swazi was here. This from my left to right is Mr. Asim Mehta, Amar Reddy, Mala Gupta, Urmila Shivram, and Mr. Swazi, and Rajiv Kaul, and Vinita and Sudhakar Shetty. And there are some people missing here, and some people are hiding behind them. They are their spouses, you know. Like, they are very encouraging, and they really help them to do and achieve what they are doing. Next one. And in conclusion, I want to bring your attention to our holy website, holynewyork.org.